The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah!
Go Cowboys!
This is Talkin Cowboys. Streaming live from the Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco.
C.D. Lamb, touchdown. End zone, Jake Ferguson.
Prescott keeps it, and he bangs it in for the touchdown.
And now your hosts, Isaiah Stanback, Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, and Kyle Youmans.
It's an off-season edition of Talkin Cowboys presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, live from the Star in Frisco, Texas, in the SWBC studios. Welcome in, everybody. We got Josh Rodriguez, Patrik Walker with Chris Beam in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans. Plenty to get to as now Rookie Minicamp is in the rear view mirror, and there are a lot of things that we can take out of the first week with the rookies on the board. No Isaiah Stanback today. Empty chair off to the side. It's unfortunate. Did you guys see him in the Stormtrooper outfit yesterday?
We did. Chris was quick to alert us of that for May the 4th be with you.
Mm-hmm. Which one's better, that one or his deep V-neck that he's wearing right now on Good Morning Football?
Ooh,
that V-neck is pretty deep,
no,
sir.
That's not a V-neck. That's a what's that called?
Oh, it just looks like it because it's all white.
And it's down to his belly button.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's not a V-neck.
Looked like a one-piece swimsuit for a second.
Let's just call it a BG, like the BGs. It's the whole vibe.
BGs?
It's disco
Yeah,
vibe.
It's actually a regular T-shirt that he has ripped.
No,
I'm joking.
Is it? Oh,
I'm joking.
I thought you were completely serious. I would have believed it. I would have believed it knowing Isaiah 1,000%. Hoping to get Isaiah back. I know he's busy with Good Morning Football. They use him a lot this time of year, so we'll get him back here over the next couple of weeks. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
Doing
excellent,
well,
man.
How about yourself?
Henley is what it's called.
What was that?
That's a Henley.
It's a Henley.
A Henley shirt. So it has the 4 buttons up here.
And then it goes down to the belly button.
Not necessarily. That goes pretty deep, to be fair.
I may have one or two of those.
A Henley, yeah.
In the closet somewhere.
It's a T-shirt with
wife
buttons.
bought me at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably wore it out of the country. Didn't you go out of the country?
I did. I went to Mexico.
Did you have a Henley in your bag?
No.
It would have been perfect timing.
I did have like one of those, like she went and bought like a bunch of outfits for both of us, and she bought like the like boater shirt where it's like a polo. It looks like a polo, but it's a little bit tighter on like the arms, and it's got like a different colored line here. And it's really
collar,
soft.
if you will.
Is that what it is?
Camp collar.
Dude, I don't know.
Button down.
Kyle had the guns out.
Kyle
That's
did.
what it was.
The sun was out, the guns were out.
What I think Isaiah is missing here with the Henley is that you need to layer it with something under it, like a long sleeve.
He's going to say he's got pecs.
With the Henley. I mean,
He's Isaiah.
He's trying to show some
He's
skin.
going to say he's got pecs under it. Then he's going to do his pec down.
He's trying to drive views up.
If that were
That's what he's
myself,
trying to
I'm wearing as many layers as possible, to be fair.
Dude, same kind of thing though. One of the outfits my wife bought for this trip has like a brown shirt with like the little holes in it, so you can kind of see through it a little bit.
Yep.
And I told her, I was like, I'm not ready for this. I can't wear this. I was like, it's just not going to happen. I got sunburned before I even tried to wear it too.
Boy.
Oh, wow.
So it was like red in certain spots and like blotchy, and it just looked like garbage. And I was like, I can't do this.
But you looked great. It looked like you had a great
Nope,
time.
I didn't. I never wore it. So
okay.
I put it to the side. I'm going to have it.
You just discarded that one.
We did not want you.
We're not going to try that
We
one.
did not want you to come back looking like a candy cane.
Yeah, I got a little sun.
Yeah, you did get a little sun. I see it.
Isaiah with his super V trying to drive everybody to his only stand.
All right, let's get into some news and notes. Rookies were in the building.
Rookies were in the building,
We
so
had
we
minicamp.
only had one transaction over the course of this weekend. So for those that may or may not know, Cowboys and other NFL teams, they routinely invite some players, some rookies, to their rookie minicamp as a tryout. One of the more notable ones here this weekend was grandson of former Cowboys head coach Barry Switzer. One Zach Switzer was in the building trying out last week. Only one signing came out of that group, though, and that would be offensive lineman DJ Wingfield. So DJ Wingfield out of Purdue, he is heading to the Cowboys, and after a successful tryout with the Cowboys rookies this past weekend. So add him to the list of undrafted free agents that have been signed to the roster, bringing them to 13 total undrafted free agents to go along with their 8 draft picks. So that's the only transaction. But, of course, the bigger news And no, it's not Caleb Downs' number. That's not huge news. However, we do love to see the fact that Caleb Downs was obviously in the building along with Malachi Lawrence. I know it's so many people.
It's not the number.
It's not the number.
If people don't understand this by now, that's not the final number until the roster cuts are.
Talk to the people, please.
Please understand they need a number to be out there on the field practicing. Yes. And the final number can be made up until the beginning of the season. So please.
Dude, I say
pre-order your jersey because
in every tweet and in every jersey number article, I say numbers can and likely often do change. Caleb Downs will likely not play in the number 18. Let he and one Kobe Durant continue their negotiations.
See, that's the thing, though, is like if Kobe Durant's not giving up the number, what kind of number is he going to end up getting?
Listen, I'm going to say it.
There's no open numbers in the single digits.
The great Ted DiBiase. Everybody's got a price. And I promise you, Kobe Durant has a price.
Let's say Kobe does not.
Okay.
Let's just say veteran. He's coming to a new place. He wants to make a statement. He wants to keep number 2. He was here first, whatever that may be.
He was here first.
He was here for a couple months first. Who's the most likely to give up their number outside of Kobe Durant in the single digits?
That's a valid question.
I mean, because it's not so 0 is Demo.
Yeah, no. 1.
PJ Locke, number 1, probably. That's a good candidate.
Maybe.
Number 3 is George Pickens. Number 4, of course, is Dak Prescott. Brian Anger's number 5. Donovan Ezraku's number 6. Sean Gary's number 7. Of course, we all know number 8 hasn't been worn in a long time. Once worn by one Troy Aikman. Then you've got Kevontae Turpin, number 9. That's the list.
Can I tell you what I want to see happen?
Oh.
I understand the affinity for fans wanting to see the number 2 jersey on Caleb Downs. Obviously, it's Ohio State number. But I would like to see him in number 11, and here's why. It has nothing to do with the guy in Green Bay. It really has nothing to do with it. Right.
1.
So here's the thing. 1 + 1 equals
2.
Okay. Which overall pick was Caleb Downs?
He was number 11.
Shall I continue? I mean, it feels.
It would look better too,
right? It just feels right. So I am on board with Caleb Downs taking the number 11. I know some people are going to take it as a shot at that guy in Green Bay. It's not from my perspective.
Can we make it a shot?
You can make it whatever you like.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Paris Campbell had number 11 after Mike Parsons, so let's not act like that number is sacred at this point. I mean,
11th overall pick and 1 + 1 = 2. Give Caleb Downs number 11 in my humble opinion.
Would you let him wear 22?
No.
I will also say Dante Fowler.
No.
He just signed with the Seahawks this morning.
Reuniting with Aiden Dirty.
Number 13 will be available. I don't know if that's any better than 18.
That doesn't hit.
If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. I'm just saying that number will become available.
Apparently, Sam Howell is wearing 13.
I was having a conversation with Beam earlier. This was yesterday, actually, about the number 8. And of course, you would never give it to another quarterback, much less another offensive player, another human. I mean, it's sacrilege to even have the discussion. I'm just curious. Would you guys let a defensive player have that number?
Number 22?
No, number 8.
Oh, number 8. It's a different thing. I mean,
because it's not retired.
No,
we don't retire numbers around here.
That's the crux of my argument.
It's sacrilege.
I want the
Cowboys
to retire numbers. They don't, but I would like for them to retire.
I mean, they've got 3 numbers that they have.
12
soft retired. Yeah, they're soft retired.
12 is off limits.
12, 8, and 22 are all soft retired.
Yeah.
But I would like to see official retirement so that we don't even have to have these conversations.
I know exactly.
So yeah,
I would do it.
For defense?
Yeah.
For defense
for a defensive player. I'd do it. It's different.
This is international, Cal. He's spicy.
I'm just saying. And trust me, it's nothing against Troy. It's nothing against the history and everything that it's there. I'm just saying, for a defensive player to wear a number that an offensive player made famous to a certain extent, it's a little different. So if you haven't retired the number, if you want to retire the number, go ahead and do it. Just make it like you're saying. Just make it official. Let's do it.
Just do it.
That's
start with 12.
And if that's the case, start with 12, work your way down, and then we don't have to ever have this conversation. But if you're not going to retire the number, sure. Yeah, I would put it on. I would never put it on an offensive player.
No.
Especially a quarterback.
No.
Never, ever. However,
not ever.
For a safety, sure. Yeah, I'd take that one right off his jersey and be
Would you feel differently?
I would say 74 is also soft retired.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Of course.
74.
Just letting you know.
No, good point.
What about 22?
No, that's no.
No?
22 for
hell no.
it's same thing. I'm not going to change it up. I'd say same thing. If it's a defensive
I think
player,
82 is probably soft retired as well.
You think from this point forward, 82
Yes.
would be?
Yeah, they'd get a phone call upstairs. from
somebody.
from that coach in Oklahoma.
I think it's worth the conversation. But, with so many soft retired numbers, I mean,
just do it. Just
Then you're going to
And-
turn
and-
into the Yankees.
But I'm also not against 18. I'm really not against it because, why not? Why not make your own legacy with your own number?
I didn't think 18 looked that bad.
I'm not a big numbers guy.
Yeah.
And
I am a big numbers guy, but I'm not a fanatic about the numbers. Like I like them to look a certain way. Like I wouldn't, for example, going to the extreme, I wouldn't want to see a cornerback in 99. You know what I mean? So there are boundaries, but for the most part,
I gave up on numbers once I saw Jalen Smith in the number 9 jersey after Tony Romo. I was like, come on, man. What are we doing? And then I let it go.
At least Cavante started to make it look good.
Yeah.
So there's that.
See, but when you look at safeties, the numbers are all over the place for safeties. I mean, Kyle Hamilton wears 8 or 14.
No one likes 40.
Antoine Winfield Jr. wears 31. I mean, you talk some of the best safeties in history wore 20. I mean, double-digit numbers for a good safety is not out of the question.
Of course not.
It's just the fact that everybody looked at the Ohio State film and said, wow, this guy looks really good wearing number 2. It kind of fits the mold, and it's a historic number with Ohio State, and it carries a lot of weight there. Why not just continue that, especially for an organization that hasn't had a number 2 that has stood out as of late?
We're saying all of this, and Kobe Durant.
Just
everybody has a price.
Sitting there.
Just waiting for the number to get.
For the number to get.
Yeah,
what
just
it
waiting for
needs
the
to be.
ching. That's all. That's all. So so outside of that, which has been a nice fun banter for Cowboys fans coming out of this rookie minicamp, there are actual football things that are happening. Cowboys saw Christian Parker, Caleb Downs, Malachi Lawrence, Jaishawn Barham, and these other rookies finally get on the field for the first time with Christian Parker and Scott Simons and Chidera Uzo-Deribe and these defensive coaches, and that was exciting to see, especially when you see guys like Barham getting so much attention early on from Christian Parker specifically. There is more than one occasion where obviously he was giving his attention to Caleb Downs as well, some of the other guys, but I know specifically on, I believe it was Saturday, I sat there and watched for about 20 minutes of practice, and it was first one-on-one, Barham with Christian Parker. He was helping him with footwork and hand placement and things like that, and then he escorted him over to the inside linebackers group, let Scott Simons take over, and then Christian Parker stood back with his arms folded, nodding in approval that the rookie was taking some of the things that he was giving him and integrating them already. So we talked about, potential sleepers last week in this draft as far as who might be our favorites. I mean, based on what I saw in rookie minicamp and the level of attention already being given to Barham and Devin Moore as well, I'm going to switch my answer from Devin Moore to Barham. I think Barham, first of all, he's a freaking unit.
He's huge.
Good God.
That is big dude.
As a Mike?
Stands out on film, too.
As a Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Emphasis on the hand.
Yeah, if he can stick at Mike, good Lord, dude.
His film in 24 was better at Mike than it was in 25 at edge.
But
so I wouldn't be shocked if he is a starter by the end.
And I liked
at Mike?
At Mike, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
55 on him, by the way.
Do you trust his ability to get sideline to sideline, taking on blockers and?
No, there's elements of his game that have to grow.
That's
part of.
That's the part that's concerning me, of course. But it's like if he gets washed out by like one of the bigger tight ends, that's where
I don't think he'll be washed out. It's more of can he get there first. That's where when he gets to the point of attack, I think he's fine. He's got good hand placement. He's got good strength. Big dude. Yeah, all of that plays a factor. It's the sideline lateral ability that I'm a little bit skeptical on.
Right.
And maybe I just haven't seen it, or maybe he's grown in that area. But I don't think if he was just an incredible linebacker, which his tape was better as a linebacker, if he was an incredible linebacker, they would have never moved him to edge rusher. And they did because of necessity and what Michigan had on the roster and things like that. I know all that plays a factor. But if he was as good as advertised as a middle linebacker right then, he would have stayed a middle linebacker in Ann Arbor. Now, when you get to the next level, he probably fits better just from a schematic standpoint, from an athleticism standpoint, as a Mike. But I think technically there's a lot of things that he's going to have to grow on.
Is it more so footwork, or is it actual like speed that he's suffering from in that
Good question.
aspect? And is he able to diagnose play? Like,
I wouldn't even say he's suffering. I'm just saying it's something that I'm watching for. Because remember, he hasn't played the position
of course,
in 2 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of it, I'm not going to say he's
all
suffering
speculative,
in rookie minicamp. It's just something that I want to see more of. When we get to training camp, that's going to be one of my number one things to watch is how is he moving sideline to sideline? How is he reading? How is he reacting?
I was just about to say.
All of that is more instinctual than it is even technical.
His ability to quickly diagnose is what's going to truly determine if he can stick at that Mike position or not. I think that as he gets integrated into the NFL level with conditioning and just the training staff and everything, I think those traits, he's already an athlete and he's already a freaking unit. But I think like the speed, the quickness, that'll level up. For me, it's more so how quickly can he get the playbook down, particularly being like it's a new playbook, but it was going to be a new playbook to him anyway.
Regardless of what happened.
So how quickly can he get this playbook down, and how quickly can he read, react, or diagnose, read, react in real time? And also that goes to his pre-snap awareness as well. And as far as like helping to, because now the question becomes, if he sticks at the mic, and we're saying that, okay, if he sticks at the mic, then that means it's likely that he is diagnosing well, he's reading well. Does that automatically make him the de facto green dot? In you guys' opinion?
No.
Because that's a conversation as well. Shotty talked about it this weekend. Christian Parker was asked about it this weekend, and right now they're saying there are a lot of candidates at the table for it.
And that has me concerned, honestly. Like I at least from a outside perspective, the idea of a green dot by committee right now.
I don't think it's by committee.
Not by committee, but I mean like it's an open competition for that
ballot
spot.
is long.
Yeah, the list is long.
The ballot is long.
And Shotty said in the pre-draft presser that no, a linebacker is going to be the green dot, and then he's since sort of changed his tune, especially in Saturday's press conference where he's talking about like the ability of a Jalen Thompson or possibly a Caleb Downs being trained to take over green dot positions like during game scenarios. I'm concerned because there is no definitive answer yet.
There is no answer whatsoever.
And Shotty was like, well, I have a favorite, but I'm not going to, share that with anybody. And he was, of course, joking around. But to me, not have that answer right now is concerning. But obviously, they're not trying to show all their cards right now.
Question.
I think it's a matter of, and this is something we're going to be talking about in the third segment. I don't think your green dot is necessarily on this team yet.
Ooh, good segue. Here's the question. If the Cowboys made no additional moves between now and training camp, who is Kyle Youmans' green dot? Who is Josh Rodriguez's green dot? If no other moves were made before training camp, no trade.
See, this is why I don't think they have an answer. Oh, I've got a favorite. They haven't decided.
It doesn't sound like you even have a favorite.
I don't. I would say D. Winters probably. At least he's been there, done that. He's started 17 games. Do I love that option? No. But is that kind of what you got right now? Yeah, that's kind of what you got. I wouldn't be shocked if it's a guy that maybe plays in the secondary. They could maybe make Caleb Downs the green dot at certain times, but even then, like, I would rather it be your Mike. If it has to be, maybe a Will, but give me D. Winters as the early favorite.
They also brought up Overshown in terms of like the green dot conversation, and I don't think that's a great idea just based on
that would be like the break glass of a case of emergency. Put it as your weak side guy.
Yeah.
Make your Will your green dot.
And in terms of like his availability so far in his career here with the Cowboys, that concerns me because you're going to have other people trained at green dot and knowing the plays. To me, right now, my pick would be Jalen Thompson just because of the.
Ooh.
That's my pick.
That's a good one.
That's my pick.
If it's not going to be Caleb Downs in year one, which I don't love that idea either, then it would probably be Jalen too.
That's my vote. My vote is Jalen Thompson.
Shout out to Ultra Cowboy on the YouTube chat. He said Barham ran a 4.62 40. He can get sideline to sideline. He had the fourth best 10-yard split for defensive ends. That's good. All of those numbers are fine. But remember, he's playing middle linebacker in this scenario. Remember, that's what we're talking about. 4.64 40 out of the list of 43 linebackers that I have, it ranks number 25. So 25 out of 43 that I've gotten. I didn't have everybody. But there's that's still bottom half of the list in terms of linebackers in the 40s. And then in terms of 10-yard split, let me do the same math. If I can organize this column real quick. That split would be... like 22nd. So it's still middle of the pack in terms of your rookie linebackers going sideline to sideline. Not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying I want to see it a little bit more, and we haven't even seen practice. I was in Mexico, dog. Like, I haven't even seen practice yet. I'm just saying this solely based off of the college tape
and keep
what
in
he
mind,
brings.
I mean, practice wasn't as much practice as it was individual drills and the rookies getting to know coaches and installs and things like that. It was not actual practice. The Cowboys and the NFL teams are not allowed to actually practice right now. So just keep that in mind. But also shouts out to Ultra Cowboy because he said Barham wants to run an Oklahoma drill with Talkin Cowboys. Listen, I'm not ready. You can holler at these.
Did you see what he tried to do with Joe Hoyt?
Joe Hoyt. I got Joe Hoyt. Barham is ready for all the smoke, for all comers.
I don't think Joe was ready for the smoke.
Anybody who wants to step up and
Joe?
He's a man of his word. He'll do it.
He's a man of his word. He would do it, but I don't think he was ready for that response.
No.
Oh my God.
I'm sure that shocked him a little bit.
You want to go?
He's had a tough offseason.
Yeah, he said a couple times
that's
in the
true.
interview. He said it at the end too. Like when there was a different topic, he brought it back full circle. Barham did. He was like, "No, seriously, we can do it." I was like, all right, this guy.
I mean, I remember he had the question.
Youmans.
He's a good guy, by the way. Shouts to him. But I remember he had the question whenever President Clinton walked in the press conference. Like, it was literally on him, and he's just like, we were.
Like, what am I doing?
Joe Hoyt, we love you, and you're having a very interesting,
great offseason.
Great.
All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, for the first time since the Cowboys selected Caleb Downs, we're going to hear from the fans.
Call me now.
888-855-2297. What are your remaining questions this offseason now that Dallas has put a couple different guys into the fold? We'll talk to Cowboys Nation when we come back with more Talking Cowboys right after this.
Every day begins with a promise to work hard and to build a future. That's why we're here, providing the tools, expertise, and John Deere equipment you have relied on for generations to help you get the job done right. We're with you. That's our promise to you, because no matter the project or the challenge you're facing,
We're with you. We're united.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
As America's leading business lender, Bank of America is on your corner and in your corner. With over $9 billion in business loans and more than 140 business specialists right here in North Texas, we help businesses thrive so communities prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA Club World Cup 2025. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Getting AT&T's best deal on a Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra made me realize I do deserve the best. Like this bubble bath with fancy soap and even this face mask.
Learn how new and existing AT&T customers can get the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra with Galaxy AI for $0 with eligible trading. Any condition. Requires trading of Galaxy S24 Plus, Z Fold 5 or newer. Installment plan and eligible wireless plan. Minimum $60 a month before discounts for AT&T Value 2.0. Subject to change. Visit att.com/Samsung for details.
Back to Talkin' Cowboys.
Welcome back into Talking Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, the official coffee of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by Invisalign, the official smile of the Dallas Cowboys. Back with Josh Rodriguez, Patrik Walker, Chris Beam in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans. Time now to talk to Cowboys Nation.
Yeah.
Our first caller is Greg in Columbus, Ohio. Greg, I have a feeling where this conversation could be headed. We'll see if it's a correct feeling or not. But you're in Columbus, Ohio, and the Cowboys just drafted a guy that played his college football there.
OH.
What's going on, Greg?
And there it is.
So, it was really nice to see the behind the scenes of the draft and, everything that went with this. But, the last couple of years, Ohio State has had these incredible young men. at their school. A lot of them with faith background, like especially Caleb Downs. They had Henderson, Jack Sawyer, Will Howard, Sonny Styles, all these guys. Yeah, there's videos of them having like revivals with the student body at Ohio State, and Ohio State's getting a great ball player, but an even better person. And I'm excited, and I hope he gets his number 2 because that's what he deserves. And he is going to be the face of this defense. And also for Patrick, I don't know if you saw it, but Jay Cargill's husband, Brandon Phillips, got into the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame last weekend.
Absolutely.
That's about all I got. So thank you, guys.
Jay,
appreciate it, man.
Put the belt back on her. Love you, Liv, but put the belt back on, Jade.
He brings up a good point. I mean, there's a lot of Ohio State success. I mean, you think about some of the guys that have recently just come into the league and immediately had an impact.
Like
last year, Emeka Egbuka, the 19th overall selection last year, wide receiver, Ohio State. He was like the 3rd receiver off the board last year, I think. Tet was first.
He's going to have an even better year this year.
He's second.
That's scary.
He probably is. He's going to
be
really good.
And that's scary.
I mean, they had 4 first-round picks last year. Ohio State did. They had 4 picks in the first 11 this year.
Crazy.
They had Marvin Harrison Jr. in 2024, C.J. Stroud in 23, Jackson Smith and Jigba in 23, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson both in 2022, Justin Fields in 2021. We've seen how that kind of turned out. And then they had 3 guys go in the first round of 2020, and they've won that national championship, remember, since then. So kind of, it's a pipeline of guys, and this year's group was a big reason why they won last year's national championship. And they were in the contention to win this year's national championship until they came up against a really talented Miami team in the Cotton Bowl at AT&T Stadium.
And might have won when C.J. Stroud was a quarterback.
Yeah.
They kind of ran into an issue.
Which one was that?
Can't say it. No, we can't say it.
Who was the issue?
Go Dog.
No! How dare you?
Boom.
Them's the rules, buddy.
But to be fair, all jokes aside, C.J. Stroud in that semifinal, he absolutely made my life flash before my eyes several times. That
was one of the best games in recent years.
Shouts out to the kicker.
Before we move on to the next caller, he did bring up something that was really interesting. The path to the draft and behind-the-scenes coverage that ESPN and the NFL Network put together. They had NFL Network cameras all weekend long in the draft meetings in the war room, and there's a lot of behind-the-scenes footage from different trades that Dallas tried to make. They had the trade from they were trying to go from 12 to 9 whenever Cleveland flipped with Kansas City. And
who were they trying to go up for, Kyle?
It was probably Caleb Downs. I haven't watched the documentary yet, but just
Caleb.
the clips that have arose on there.
It was not for Jordan. It was for Caleb Downs.
And
not
still
for
got
Jordan.
their guy.
There were rumors. There were rumors.
They were going for Downs.
Post-draft that they were going for. No, they weren't.
No. They liked Jordan Tyson. No, and I think if he was there and they were wiped out on defense, he would have been there.
They did like him. That was true. But the speculation and the rumors post-draft that have come out saying the Cowboys were trying to move up for Jordan, no, that's actually wildly inaccurate. It was Caleb that they were trying to go up for. And it just so happens that he was still there at 11, and they were like, we're not going to keep playing this game.
Yeah.
Too far.
Do it. Do it now. And it's even got the behind-the-scenes call of Philadelphia trading up, and then Mekhi Lemon being on the phone with Pittsburgh, and then why is Philly calling me? Well, that's why.
Draft action, baby.
Crazy. I love the NFL draft. It's the
crazy
best.
Night.
All right. Next caller. It's one of our faves. It is Nebby No Ball. Nebby in Silver Springs, Maryland. What's up, Nebby?
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for taking my call. Listen, before I get to my question, I just want to congratulate my favorite player, Cooper Beebe, on getting married over the weekend. And my question is, with strong training camp. Do you think Drew do you think Drew Shelton can be the swing tackle? Take care. Thanks for being patient with me. Have a great week. I love you guys. Bye.
Love you too, Nebby.
That was a great question.
See, and that's how we know Nebby knows ball. Is we're in the middle. We're in the middle of May. It's Cinco de Mayo, and he's asking about the swing tackle conversation.
Nebby wants to know who's.
I love that.
He knows ball so much that is literally a topic that I wrote down for this show.
Yeah.
Because,
nice.
Because that is in Kyle's third segment and about the most glaring need, the second most glaring need. I'm like that exactly that.
Well, Nebby wants you to pull that forward to segment 2. So here we are.
Yeah,
here we are.
So
All right.
You lead with it.
The second most glaring need, thank you, Kyle, for the question that we'll get to eventually. But just to bring it up now, I mean, the swing tackle. I mean, you need a certified swing tackle. I don't know that Drew Shelton is – I mean, he was there. They obviously like him. But I'm curious if they think that is their solution going forward for swing tackle, because at least at this point, I would like more insurance there. I would like a vet. A really good vet, someone with a lot of pedigree that gives you an opportunity to have more experience there if and when there is an injury there at tackle on either side. I think there might be some options out there, especially for a vet that's looking for the best situation to be in, that wants to chase, I don't know, some playoff success. We'll see. But I'm hoping that Drew Shelton proves me wrong there, but it wouldn't hurt to have another dependable guy who's a little longer in the tooth, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, Nate Thomas is still on the roster. Johnny Cornelius is still on the roster. I don't think either one of those guys have.
Yeah, you're not like
you don't have a guy there. Yeah. Drew Shelton, I think, and I said this, maybe it was on the draft show specifically. It may have been on this show last week too, but I don't think that's a 2026 pick. I think that's a 2027, 28 pick, because he needs to build functional strength. He's strong when he's got his hands at the point of attack, but his finishing strength isn't the same. His lateral movement is phenomenal. It's fantastic. And the way that they're going to pull tackles and pull guards and do different things with their offensive line, I think he'll be just fine. But is he your go-to swing tackle when one of your top guys goes down? I don't know if he's there for that.
But you can't count on it.
But the question that Nebby did put out there was with a strong training camp. So maybe he does come out and he is impressive and he does set the tone in training camp. Could he become the swing tackle? I think my answer is yes. Do I think he's the swing tackle now? No. He can get there, and I think the job is wide open.
It is.
That's really the point.
It'll be a fun competition to see, but again, I think it would be best served with a veteran in there to
I don't
really mix
disagree.
things up. You need the Rob Jones at tackle of this season. And granted, Rob Jones got injured last preseason.
He would have been great on this team this year.
He was arguably starting he was pushing to be a starter last at training camp because he was playing so well, and he was a guy that was working with the rookies until he injured his neck in last preseason. Now he's with the 49ers, of course. But you need a guy like that, in my opinion, that can be here at tackle.
I think it's well. First of all, Kyle said, and I agree, the competition at left tackle is indeed wide open.
Swing tackle.
Swing tackle.
I was about to say left tackle.
I
mean, do you want to expand into that?
You could argue.
Depending on who you get.
If swing tackle's wide open, I'm not saying the starting job is open.
That's fair. But I would argue that because of Tyler Guyton's issues with availability,
yes,
the left tackle position right now is just wildly out of sorts as a whole. And I don't like those words because it's also, by the way, Dak Prescott's blind side, right? So the Cowboys have to figure this out. And I'm not of the ilk where I want to see Tyler Smith popped outside. I don't want that. I want Tyler Smith to remain at left guard. What I want you to do is solve the issue at left tackle so you can keep your all-pro left guard at left guard. Now, to answer, to address Neb's question, as far as Drew Shelton, I think that's too much right now to put on a day 3 pick. When going in, especially going in, you have two things that are true. The strength needs to improve.
He's got to get some.
He does have the strength. I love his anchor. I love his hand placement, but he's got to get stronger at this level. I think you're going to have to give him the entirety of a season to develop that. I don't think he's going to just magically come out of Oxnard in late August and all of a sudden Tyler Smith strength. Like, no, that's not going to happen.
No.
I think he's a viable option for swing in the event Nate Thomas has another availability issue or Nate Thomas doesn't continue to develop as he was before he had the injury issue late last season. But I'm looking at Tyler Guyton as well in this whole equation, asking myself, am I 100% certain? And I've stood here and I've said it. Well, I'm sitting now because the knee. But I believe Tyler Guyton has the potential. He just has to stay on the field. But if you're asking me, well, no, do you believe he will stay on the field the entirety of this season? Based on the science says I can't lean on that. The science says he's probably going to miss some games. I hope I'm wrong, but all we have is 2 years of evidence where he's missed games and he's missed some training camp practices for various reasons. So Tyler Guyton has to remain available. I am very, very, very concerned about left tackle, not because of the ability of Tyler Guyton. I believe that he has that, and I believe that it's being stunted by the injuries.
Yeah,
has to stay healthy. And then behind him, Nate Thomas. Cornelius, but Nate beat out a Johnny, right?
Yeah.
Now here comes Drew. He's a rookie, needs to get his strength up. Everything else looks really, really good. Anchor, hand placement, everything. Just got a lot of questions, and you better damn well come out of Oxnard in the preseason with a definitive answer at both LT1, which will likely be Tyler Guyton as long as he's healthy, and you better have an answer at swing tackle in the event. The likely event, unfortunately, that Tyler Guyton misses some games.
I think, if anything, it's Nate Thomas's job to lose at this point. I think you would be the most comfortable. I'm not saying you would be entirely comfortable with him at swing tackle, but I think in terms of like the starts that he had last year, what he was able to bring, and if he improves on that, I think it's his job to lose. However, I don't think that's necessarily solid ground.
And to answer the questions in the chat really quickly, Terrence Steele's not going anywhere, and the Cowboys proved that by restructuring his deal this season. So I know there are questions. They were saying, well, how do we feel about
not this year?
Right, not this year.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Tyler Guyton popping out the right tackle in 2026? It's not going to happen in 2026. So at the earliest, maybe 2027. But for this season, it doesn't bear mentioning or having the conversation because you don't restructure a guy like Terrence Steele's contract. And then
just to
he's your starting right tackle in 26.
To that point, though, your swing tackle may be Tyler Smith currently.
I don't like.
I'm just saying I don't
Tyler
like
Smith
it either.
doesn't like those
Tyler
words
Smith doesn't like it. But that's if you've got TJ Bass that you can throw in there at guard.
Best five.
Then you're throwing up Tyler Smith at left tackle, and you're totally
you
fine.
do have TJ Bass.
They don't like it. I know Tyler doesn't like it, but in the break glass of a case of emergency, I've used that a couple times today. You have to put your best guys out there, and he would be one of the best.
But see, doesn't that bring us to another question as far as OL depth? Because you do have TJ Bass back in the building. You don't have Brock Hoffman back in the building.
No.
So if in the event
they have Hennessy, who I like, Matt Hennessy, who they signed. Yeah, I like him. That's good.
There's
solid
a veteran
depth.
presence. Do you believe that in
Trevor Keegan
in the scenario, Keegan was here last season, correct? And couldn't crack into even when they had issues.
Yeah, it's depth though. We're not talking about starting right now.
Depth. Like not
the Triple H,
like
Hunter Hearst Helmsley,
right? The game, but no, seriously. I mean, in the situation, let's just talk football, and we don't want to put any bad mojo out there. But if you're looking at a situation where you now have to pop Tyler Smith out to be your swing tackle, that means you're in dire straits there. But it also puts you in a bad position on the interior because yes, you have TJ Bass, but you don't have Brock Hoffman, and yes, Matt Hennessy brings experience. I'm just going to stop there because Trevor Keegan, I need to see more before I say he's in my equation.
Listen,
all I can say is
I love what you're saying. I love and I agree with everything
and
you're saying.
I'm worried, Kyle.
I love what you're saying.
I'm worried.
But if you're telling me that there are multiple starters missing on the offensive line, you're kind of in a bad spot regardless.
yeah, of course.
I don't care who's hurt up front. If you're missing 2 or 3 starters on your offensive line, regardless, There's not a ton of teams in the NFL that are built to withstand 2 or 3 starters down. So the depth there is all safety net.
That's fair.
It's so you can field the team.
Let's put a positive spin on it though, and then we can.
We got to go to break. That's what we need to do.
The positive spin is Tyler Booker, year 2. Can't wait. Can't wait.
All right. When we come back here on Talkin Cowboys, we're going to take 2 more calls because they've been waiting very patiently.
Yeah.
More Talking to Cowboys Nation right after this.
Getting AT&T's best deal on a Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra made me realize I do deserve the best. Like this bubble bath with fancy soap and even this face mask.
Learn how new and existing AT&T customers can get the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra with Galaxy AI for $0 with eligible trading. Any condition. Requires trading of Galaxy S24 Plus, Z Fold 5 or newer. Installment plan and eligible wireless plan. Minimum $60 a month before discounts for AT&T Value 2.0. Subject to change. Visit att.com/Samsung for details.
If you shout, "How about them Cowboys?" you have that undeniable passion that's the heart of Cowboys Nation. And if you like to drink Dr. Pepper, you love the unique blend of its 23 flavors. Together, your one-of-a-kind fandom paired with the one-of-a-kind taste of a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper is the game day lineup that can't be beat. Better yet, gather your Cowboys and Dr. Pepper fan friends to watch the next game and crack open a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper for everyone. The wins will be even tastier. It's a pepper thing.
Cowboys fans, we've got big news. Black Rifle Energy is now available at Texas 7-Eleven stores. And for a limited time, you can score 2 cans for just $6 at participating locations. These cans pack a serious punch, 200 milligrams of caffeine, veteran-crafted flavor, and the clean energy you need to power through those long days. So the next time you roll into your neighborhood 7-Eleven here in Texas, grab that 2 for $6 Black Rifle Energy deal and fuel up the American way. Black Rifle Coffee, America's coffee.
How's it going? You see that Cowboys game?
Oh, I watched. Been seeing some good things.
Totally. They have some talent.
Yup, some great talent.
And they got some fight.
Hoping this is the year.
Me too. Oh, I'm Cody, by the way.
I'm Travis.
Nice to meet you, Travis. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
Back to Talkin Cowboys.
Excuse me.
Welcome back to Talkin Cowboys.
Back here on Talkin Cowboys, get a behind-the-scenes look at the home of the Dallas Cowboys with tours of AT&T Stadium. Presented by SeatGeek. Check out the locker rooms, playing fields, contemporary art collection, and a whole lot more. Get your tickets today at attstadium.com/tours. Had 0 lead in. I was not ready for that.
Go Cow.
Here we are. Back here on Talkin. All right, we've got 2 more calls that we want to get to before we say goodbye. Fred in Virginia is our next caller. What up, Fred?
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Good.
Isaiah and Absentia. So I have no problems with what has happened over this offseason, honestly. I think Jerry's done a good job. But I do think the cornerback room and the linebacker room, I thought there would be maybe more done to those 2, and I thought that they would perhaps grab a couple of undrafted free agents to add to those rooms, and that didn't look like that happened. So, one, what do we know about the Patterson guy from Vanderbilt? Is he a valid potential player this year? And who do we expect then? I'm expecting they're going to have to talk to more people into those 2 rooms. So do we have any candidates, inside track for that, for those 2 positions? That's it.
Good stuff.
Appreciate the call.
Let me say really quick, as in terms of the undrafted free agents, please don't count on any of those contributing at a high level for for the Cowboys this season. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you're looking at guys at positions that you probably feel comfortable with.
Yeah. It's a lottery ticket.
Yeah, seriously. It's just kind of feeling things out. I don't want to bank on any of those guys right now because time and time again you've heard about these guys, or like you'll have a favorite that you kind of keep watching, and then lo and behold, by the time the season starts, it's like we've kind of moved on, and they're not a part of the roster in that same fashion. Maybe a practice squad. Like this is figuring out your practice squad right now. I don't want to count on those guys contributing to starting positions, or I don't want the thought to be there like that's where the Cowboys are looking to fill their starting positions at linebacker or depth position at linebacker.
Well said.
In terms of undrafted rookie free agents.
If they would have addressed the linebacker spot through undrafted free agency and said this is our plan moving forward, Cowboys fans would burn down the Star.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it would not be an effective way of doing things. And yes, I know they still haven't done a ton to this point to try and address a glaring need at a position. They traded for D. Winters. I think that's a great move. I think Jaishawn Barham does a lot for you at the second level if he can kind of grow into the role, as we talked about earlier. But I still get the feeling they're not done. No. I really don't think they're done at linebacker. And that may be a big name that's elsewhere right now, whatever it may be. It may be a veteran that's still out on the open market. One way or the other, I don't think they're done yet. And they're going to address it somehow, some way. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be through undrafted free agency.
No, that's a big no. Like a Bugs Bunny no.
If they felt like that was the case and that was their best option for filling a role, they would have drafted a couple of more guys at the linebacker position.
This is for camp. You need camp bodies. You need 90 guys out there. I mean, just consider that. Like that's what they're doing. Oh yeah, 91, right?
Yeah.
Patterson is talented, but to Kyle and especially Josh's point, these undrafted guys, if they hit, magnificent,
right?
Wonderful. You cannot put that expectation on these undrafted guys, especially when at the linebacker position. I mean, they're high. Patterson is coming into a situation we've been talking about depth. Cowboys are kind of high on Justin Barron as far as depth is concerned. So he'd have to get past Justin Barron, who's already shown some good things in his rookie season.
Special teams
specifically. So Josh makes an excellent and a very accurate point. These are guys who likely are aimed at the practice squad development roles, and if it so happens that one or two of these guys, like a Michael Trigg, the tight end,
could see that,
right? If he were one, and he likely is going to be one that stands out and forces the Cowboys to play the numbers game to keep him around. That's my way too early camp predictions that you're going to have to play the numbers game to figure out how to keep Trigg in the building. But outside of a guy like that, and even with a guy like that, you can't expect Trigg is going to make an impact for the Cowboys on a starter level or even a TE2 level this season.
No.
Let them, have their first camp. Let's see who sticks, practice squad or bottom of the roster, right? And then let's go from there. But the answer, whether it be Patterson or anyone else, but specifically since the question was about Patterson is talented, yes, but he is far and away not the answer for your linebacker position. And Kyle and I and Josh, we're all on the same page with this. We don't think the Cowboys are done. I'm of the mindset, and I know Kyle agrees, we believe that whatever is going to come is going to happen after June 1st.
Yep.
And I'm just going to leave it there.
Signing, trade, whatever it may be.
I'm just going to leave it there.
Lots of things to figure out there.
Mm-hmm. It may happen after camp.
Yeah.
Or around camp, whenever all the veterans are kind of maneuvered.
You have mercenaries out there.
You got a whole nother pool of players to pull from, whoever it may be. All right. Mike in New York. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, guys? I know it's been a pretty good offseason for the Cowboys. My question is I know it's a long ways down the road. Do you think we could be a top 15 defense this year? So these are the top 15?
Okay. We're just going to get right to it, huh?
Wow.
Yes, I do.
No.
I do.
I don't.
State your case.
They're not there yet.
State your case.
We just talked about. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Mike just threw a match into a fire, or threw a match into gasoline. He's just going to watch it burn.
It's like that gif where it's like the little girl is turned looking at the camera smiling, and the house is on fire.
Yeah.
That's what Mike just did. I respect it.
I like the moves they've made. I like the thought process to this point. Part of me feels like the expectation. Part of me feels like the faith in a first-year defensive coordinator is a little bit overblown. He has not called plays. Mm-hmm. He's been around people that have called plays that have been great. but he has not been thrown into the fire quite yet. And that's quite literally what he's doing. You're asking a first-year defensive coordinator and a second-year head coach to completely revamp the defense entirely. To be a top 15 defense means you are above average on the defensive side exactly one offseason after you were the worst defense in franchise history. I just don't think that's there yet. I could see them making marginal improvement. I'm not saying they're going to be the worst defense times 2, but to be a top 15 defense, that is just unruly expectations. For a team, I love Caleb Downs. I love Quinnen Williams. I love Kenny Clark. I love all of the cornerstone pieces you're putting together on this defense. All of that is said to be true, but you still don't have a green dot. You still don't have a linebacker that you trust. You still don't have a pass rusher outside of Rashawn Gary and a second-year jump from Donovan Ezraku that you feel like can get you 10 sacks. And even that's probably asking a lot of those two guys. I don't think this is a top 15 defense yet. However, in 2 to 3 years, you've got the framework, you've got the foundation, and you've got a coordinator that's going to grow with the position. Then you can maybe tell me this is going to be a top 15 defense. I just don't see it in 2026.
That defensive coordinator, he quoted one Sun Tzu.
All I needed to hear.
Writer of The Art of War.
It's awesome. I like it.
A handbook, a guide to the art of combat, a military combat.
Yeah.
I have loved every move that they've made on the defensive side of the ball. They are moving different, in my opinion, in my uninformed opinion. I'm just a fan, really. Genuinely, I don't have inside information on any of these things. I like what they're saying. I like the guys that they have. I like the guys that they picked. Caleb Downs is going to change the face of this defense. To me, top 15 says you can be 14 or 15 because it's top 15. Yes, I think they can do it.
I'm going to say this really quickly because I know we got to get out of here. Yes, absolutely, they can be top 15. I'm qualifying it as such. I'm not saying they'll be top 5. That would be fantastic. I'm not saying they'll be top 10. That would be fantastic as well. I think they fall anywhere between 11 and 14 before the season is over. But we talked about it ad nauseum last season. All the Cowboys' offense needed was an above-average defense. They're in the playoffs and maybe making a run. I think when you look at the pieces, let's just go ahead and circle linebacker that's glaring. You still have to address that, period, point blank. If you had addressed that, I'd be willing to put you in the top 10 right now, but I'm not because I need to see what happens there. But Caleb Downs and Malachi Lawrence and Kenny Clark, who wasn't here to start last offseason. Quinnen Williams wasn't here to start last regular season. You have these pieces. Jalen Thompson comes in. I think he's going to be a magnificent piece as well, so forth and so on. We'll see who takes the next step. Savon Revel, that we'll see. But the pieces I've named mixed with not just Christian Parker, but also the coaching staff behind Christian Parker. I think that all told, even when you throw in the glaring hole at linebacker, which I feel like they'll address after June 1st, we'll see. I think that this Cowboys defense, they're going to have their hiccups. Christian Parker's going to have his growing pains. But before this season is over, I believe this unit will have galvanized to the point and will have enough chemistry that we're looking at the stats and we're looking at their impact on film, and we're saying this is one of the top 15 defenses in the league. I don't think that's a stretch at all.
So you're saying by the end of the year?
By the end of the year.
Not over the entire course of the year. So when you look down on NFL stats,
let's be fair.
When you look down on NFL stats.
When we get to, by the time we get to Rio, they're not going to be.
See, but that's part of the growth there. Like we're going to look down.
We have to allow for growth.
And we're going to see statistically at the end of the 2026 season, are they a top 15 defense or not?
By the end of this season, yes.
Over the course of the year. So their total from 2026, is it a top 15 defense?
Okay, yes. I'm still sticking with the yes.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's the case.
Because I think more often than not, they will.
I think they'll be closer.
More often than not, they'll put top 15 production and on film versus below.
If they improve 10 spots from last year, if they get to 21, 22,
they're going to improve.
Awesome. And this offense can continue fighting the way that they fought last year and doing what they did. You get to 22, and then maybe you're top 20 in turnovers or something like that. I think this is a playoff team. That's all you need. But I don't think top 15 is possible right this second. I like it.
Can I say it with my chest?
I'm trying to.
My chest. By the end of the first quadrant, okay, we got 4 games in September. We don't know. Schedule hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
By the end of the first, I don't know, maybe. By the end of the first 4 games, when we look at this defense, I predict this defense will be between 10 and 15. That's my prediction.
I like it. That's bold.
So 11, 12, 13, or 14, they'll be right there going into Game 5.
You know that linebacker that we can't really discuss right now. If you get that guy in the building,
then I think we're talking about a top 20 defense at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to get your gauge on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're talking about that, at least a top 20 defense. Maybe even more. Yeah.
Also keep in mind these.
But they don't have
You're that front office. Listen to Kyle.
They don't have that yet.
Also keep in mind these players are ready to run through a wall already for guys like Christian Parker and these coaches.
I hope so.
So am I.
They haven't been playing games yet.
Fair, but before they play,
they haven't been faced by another team that's had a great offseason yet.
Correct.
I'm just saying.
But it's also true. Multiple things can be true. This time last season, did you get the same energy for Eberflus and his staff from players? The vibe.
No.
All right.
No, it was never the same.
That's all I'm saying.
No. All right, that does it for us here on Talkin Cowboys. Hope you had as much fun as we did here over the last 55 minutes. We'll be back next Tuesday to break it all down for you. For Josh Rodriguez, Patrik Walker, Chris Beam in the back, I'm Kyle Youmans saying so long from Talkin Cowboys. We'll see you next week.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!